Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Okay, so I'm still, believe it or not, I've been up. It's 7:56 a.m. Central Standard Time right now as I'm recording this. I've been up for about an hour, give or take. I woke up about 6:40 or 6:30, something like that. And I'm still waking up. So that's where we're at right now. And this is one of these stories. Remember when I told you earlier, because I was doing the Wacky News weekend, or Wacky News catch-up, I guess you could say, because I hadn't done Wacky News in a while. And I was like, oh, I've had my fill of Wacky News. I've given you enough articles, and I'll wait till I give you another one. I'll give it some time. And then I had seen an article back a few days ago, like right after I said that, and I was like, oh, I have to tell you about this. Well, now that's what this is about, to tell you about this article I had seen a few days ago, because I was just like, I can't believe this. I glanced over it. And then after I read some of the details, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So this is one of those, if you ever heard the saying, it's too early in the morning for this, that might be this article right here. But before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Now, when I had seen this, I was like, really? What are they teaching the kids in school? That's my question of the day. I'm reading this from the side, so I'm looking out the side of my eye, because my microphone is not in front of my laptop. It's to the side of my laptop. You just have to see the way things are positioned. So I have to go slow with this. I'm reading the NBC News article, but I found out about it because it popped up on my Yahoo feed. And yeah, anyways, it says student staff lap dances at Kentucky High School lead to disciplinary actions. The lap dances occurred during Hazard High School's homecoming festivities. Now, the irony of this, that the high school is named Hazard. I swear I'm not making this up. I swear, if you get a chance, because you're probably going to be like, KC, the high school's name is not Hazard. It really isn't. The high school that got in trouble for students giving lap dances is not named Hazard. No, it really is. It's named Hazard. So, yeah, lap dances occurred during Hazard High School's homecoming festivities. The superintendent said what was supposed to be a fun activity got out of hand. Okay, let's read the article. The superintendent of Perry County, Kentucky School District said disciplinary actions were taken after photos posted to social media showed high school students giving lap dances to staff members. Hazard Independent School District Superintendent Sandra Combs said she was made aware of the images on Tuesday and launched an investigation the following day. The pictures were posted on Hazard High School's athletic page. I've got to get through this, but have since been removed. They are still circulating on social media sites and show scantily clad students appearing to touch and dance in front of staff members. I found the photos of inappropriate student-led activities that had since surfaced on social media. The district has the responsibility to address these issues that arise out of school-based activities. As a district, we are doing exactly that, Combs said in a statement. She said appropriate disciplinary action has been taken, but could not disclose further information because it involves a personal matter. The lap dances occurred during homecoming festivities at the school, which is located roughly 210 miles out. I was about to say outside of, from Louisville, Kentucky. Combs said the activities are driven by the students and are supposed to be fun and good-natured, but did not play out as intended. We strive to foster creativity in our students. Oh, I bet you do. But unfortunately, this time it was carried too far, she said in a statement. The district has not identified any of the students or staff involved. According to the Louisville Courier-Journal, the school's principal, Donald Happy, you cannot make this stuff up. I swear to God, you can't make this up. Donald Happy Moblini. They call him Happy. Mind you, that lap dances happened at Hazard High School. The school's principal is named Donald Moblini, but they call him Happy. Let that marinate for a second. Okay, now. All right, the principal was involved and is pictured in one of the images. Moblini, who is also the mayor of Hazard. I can't. Oh my goodness, Jesus, take the wheel. All right, Moblini, who is also the mayor of Hazard, did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Thursday. A city spokesperson could not be reached. The Kentucky Department of Education said in a series of tweets that it was aware of the incident and has been in contact with Combs. In addition to disciplining those involved, Combs said a student activity committee will be created to oversee all student-led activities in hopes of preventing another incident. While we value our students' creativity, we also must ensure that it is focused on an appropriate direction and will be more vigilant toward that goal in the future, she wrote. At the end of the day, the lighthearted activity simply got out of hand, and for that we apologize. If apologies fixed everything, we wouldn't need laws or policemen. In the future, we will strive to keep the lighthearted, fun nature of school activities without the inappropriate behavior. No, there's more to the story. There was something else that I had read in another article. I need to find the Yahoo version of this article. Hold on. Let me see. There's more to this because there was something that I had read just briefly when I glanced over it and I was like, no, that did not happen. Where is it at? Hold on. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to see if it's in another article. Okay, here we go. This one in the Yahoo. I was reading the NBC article. The NBC article left some stuff out. And yeah. So, and I'm reading the article right now as I'm talking. Like I'm reading it in my head as I'm talking on the microphone. With this, because there was something. Okay, yeah. The Yahoo article gives more information. Because to my understanding, the male students were dressed in female clothing. That's to my understanding. But with this, with Yahoo, yeah, Yahoo gave more information. So let me just skip through some of this. All right. The images were taken during a man pageant and costume day on Tuesday at Hazard High as part of the homecoming week's festivities, USA Today reported. In one shot, a student is seen wearing red underclothing while straddled a seated male staff member, seemingly giving him a lap dance. So that's what it was. The male students were wearing lingerie. That's what I was looking for. So, and it's in the Yahoo article. They didn't put it in the NBC article. And it says another image, and I'm still reading the Yahoo article now. Another image showed a male student squatting in front of a seated staffer and touching his stomach, while a picture captured a student bending over in front of who appeared to be Hazard High School principal Donald Happy Moblini, who is also the mayor. Okay. Other photos that were taken down reportedly saw female students dressed up in Hooters outfits and students and staff appearing to spank each other with a paddle. After the images were posted, some parents voiced their complaints on social media and the local... Okay. As a mother myself, I wouldn't want my son involved in such actions, one woman told WLEX, while another said she found the pageant images demeaning in many ways. Another mom, identified as Jenna Smith, told WLEX that adults should have taken action once they realized the kids were taking off their clothes. I think they should have at that point said, hey, I know this is a joke, but let's stop. This is inappropriate. Oh, goodness. What else? Other parents. Now, wait a second. This is interesting. It says other parents defended Moblini, who did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment, and the students arguing that they were just having fun during homecoming week. This situation at Hazard High School has been taken so far out of context, it is ridiculous, wrote one father, Kevin Day, on Facebook. Moblini has done so much for our school and for the kids and the community. He makes sure no kids are ever left out. Hazard is a great school, and we are glad that our kids went and go there. Mom, Holly Lane, agreed with Day, telling WLEX, there are only photos being shown on the internet, no videos. The photos don't show the teachers pushing the children off of them. If everybody is perfect, then I would say, yeah, maybe we do need to rethink something. But until somebody can prove that something is going on here, other than just homecoming week and teenagers being teenagers, then I will support my kids. In the superintendent's statement, Combs said she became aware of the concerns raised by photos depicting inappropriate student-led activities later that evening. The first thing I did on October 27th was initiate an investigation into the incident, she stated. All right, skipping ahead. Spirit Week at Hazard High School has a long and celebrated tradition. Homecoming activities were planned as celebration for students, staff, and school community, Combs continued. All were intended to be fun and good-natured. However, the activities did not play out as well as intended. I'm scrolling through right now the article. The superintendent also said she would be providing training on school policies and procedures, including social media use in school uniforms with all district staff. Yeah, one would think that you wouldn't post that on social media, but hey, what do I know? She says, at the end of the day, the lighthearted activity simply got out of hand, and for that we apologize. In the future, we will strive to keep lighthearted, fun nature of school activities without inappropriate behavior, as I mentioned earlier. Anything else? Under state law, superintendents have a duty to report instances of educator misconduct to the Education Professional Standards Board. Their statement reads, if an investigation finds a certified educator likely violated the Kentucky Educator Code of Ethics, they are required to report this to the EPSB. If any citizen of Commonwealth feels that Kentucky's Educator Code of Ethics was violated by a certified educator, they can also file a written complaint with the EPSB by email to epsbeducation.ky.gov. I could make a low joke about the .ky, but we're not going to go there right now. So, yeah, this whole thing, I will say that video is totally different from images. I will say that. And there was something, oh, you know what? I know what it is. I was thinking of something yesterday. And this is just a side story. My listeners know I tell side stories all the time. I record my video when I upload sometimes to YouTube or whatever, which is rare. But when I record video of myself doing my readings, my tripod, I didn't put it back up. And my tripod is literally up in front of my bed right now. And then also, I have track lighting in my apartment. So, in the track lighting is pointing on my bed because it just happens to be where I put my bed at, because I switch things around in my apartment. I switch my bedroom into the living room and the living room into the bedroom. So in the bed where I chose for it to be at, it just ended up where the track lighting is at. If someone were to walk into my apartment without me ever explaining and see everything, and they see that track lighting is pointing at my bed, and they see a tripod is in front of my bed, they might be like, okay, do you have an OnlyFans account? But it's like, no, that's not it. That is no, none of that is going on here. So, but if somebody took a picture of that or a tripod by my bed, then someone could make up something. But, video can make a difference. And everything is subjective. So, and even with this article, when I read the Yahoo article, you notice that some parents were like, oh no, this is cool. Honestly, I think it's funny. It's inappropriate, but it's funny. It's almost like when your kid, if a little kid, okay, I'll give you an example that just came to me. Thank you. When I say thank you, I'm talking to the universe. You know how like when a little kid cusses, it's inappropriate, but it's funny. So it is that type of thing where what the students did, it was inappropriate, but it was funny. It happened at Hazard High School. Hazard. High school. This incident happened at Hazard. It didn't happen at any other high school. It happened at Hazard High School, where the principal, he goes by Happy. They call him Happy. And then people can say, well, why is he so happy? They've been giving out lap dances. But it's one of those things. So everything is subjective. They're looking into it. I'm sure it will be corrected. And if it does happen again, at least they won't be dumb enough to put it up on social media. That's all I can say. But it makes you wonder, what made it funny in the teenagers' minds, in the high school students' minds, that this is what we should do and that should be funny? What made them go to that particular type of joke where there's other jokes that you could do that don't involve lap dancing? So how much do these students, because I analyze everything. How much do these students know when it comes to these certain things like lap dancing and whatnot? What exactly have they been watching on the internet or on TV? So just throwing that out there. But that's all I have for that. Anyways, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. And I want to say thank you to all of my listeners of the podcast. All of you have been just amazing. You're my Firebirds. I call you my Firebirds. You have been so supportive of the show. And I sincerely, sincerely appreciate it more than you will ever know. So thank you so much for that. Until next time, be blessed.